From over the weekend, significant too, ABC and NBC came out with national polling over the weekend. I'll just show you right here. Top line is NBC. They've got Harris at 48, Trump at 48. About a 5-point difference from where we were about a month ago in the NBC poll. Same for ABC, about a 5-point difference. Harris at 50 and Trump at 48%. All of our polling, our floor for Donald Trump for the last year has been 48. His ceiling at times hits 50. But he has never gone below at 48. Keep that in mind on election night. All right, change this up. Show you Harris's schedule this week, okay? I mean, this is battleground galore, right? I mean, it's North Carolina, PA, Michigan, back to PA, Wisconsin, back to Michigan, then Georgia, another stop in Michigan. This Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, that's the blue wall, upper Midwest, critical right now to try and capture that. Show you one more thing here quickly before we head on over and introduce Kellyanne. This is our toss-ups now, okay? It could change over the next 22 days, but it's been consistent for the last week, 2 weeks, I'd say. Nevada, Arizona, Wisconsin, PA, North Carolina, and Georgia. Those really are what we believe the states to watch come election night. Last week, we took Michigan from a toss-up to a lean Dem, okay? That's why you see the slight blue shade in the background here. And we'll cruise on over here and talk to somebody who knows all this kind of stuff now with us
I'm
today.
just champing at the bit here to get Kellyanne Conway's thinking. I want you to comment on those, but let's just put up for everyone the headline for your op-ed today at foxnews.com that you can find. Trump versus Harris, don't rule out a narrow landslide. And the subhead is, for 35 years as a pollster, I've been urging people to dig beyond the horse race numbers and examine the fundamentals of what's driving voter opinion. So let you comment on those polls, of course, but then tell us what we can find there.
Certainly. So in the op-ed, I lay out the case that the issue set still favors Trump. Kamala wants this to be about abortion, maybe a little bit of January 6th climate change. The voters are saying it is clearly about the economy and inflation. They're very concerned, Dana, about how to get through this day, this week, this month's bills. And they've been pretty straightforward on that. The other thing that's pretty amazing when you look at that ABC News poll, it shows that 56% of Americans now favor mass deportation. That's up 20 points from 8 years ago. So these issues that Trump elevated into the national consciousness is helping to elevate him on par, on parity. The other thing I say in the op-ed, which is Kamala just hasn't made her own luck and her own magic. So she seems to do one big thing each month. July, she becomes a nominee. August, she hosts a convention. September, she participates in a debate. It's already mid-October. What's going to be the big October surprise? This blitz of swing states where they're already voting. So these elections are won or lost on the small moments, not the big moments. The other thing is she's got all the money and he's got the momentum. You'd rather be him. Money's distortive in politics. When you have $1 billion for ads, it means that you're tempted to not just penetrate the voters and saturate them, but inundate them. If you live anywhere near a swing state now, you're sick of the Kamala Harris ad. You're saying, how stupid do you think I am? And this issue is about what I think it's about. The other thing to look at in the polls is I don't know if there's a single hidden Kamala Harris voter in the country. They all seem to be out, very loud in their T-shirts. The future is female. I'm for her, etc. We saw that in 2016 as well when Trump beat another woman. I think if he narrows that gap that Bill was showing in Arizona and Nevada, doesn't have to go west of the Mississippi for that last week or so. Again, 2016 strategy, keep your fire in North Carolina, at the time Florida, I'd say now Georgia, and blanket Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan. My narrow landslide theory is that if he can get the extra 8,000, 10,000, 12,000 in these states, he runs the tables. He gets 5 or 6.
The thinking east of the Mississippi is if Trump now wins Georgia, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania,
it's over.
It's over.
It's over. And he adds to Nevada, where he's polling very well. A Republican has not won Nevada presidentially since 2004 in President Bush's reelection. Arizona's looking much better for him, but he's doing this 2016 schedule. I think they're running a great campaign over there. There's no argument between the Trump and Vance teams. There's a big argument, as we see in all the publications, between Biden and Harris. That's got to hurt.
Well, on that point, Jackie Heinrich reports this morning that I don't know if you would call it tension, but there's some disagreements there, okay? And what the Biden team told Jackie last week is that she was given opportunities and she fumbled. And then this whole fight with Ron DeSantis, they called that a dumb thing for her to do. And there are tensions between the Biden team and the Harris team. I don't know, how do you think they manage that now?
Well, they don't. It's too late to manage it because they have a mishmash of some Obama advisors, some Harris advisors, and mostly Biden advisors. And they unceremoniously drummed him off the stage, kicked him out of an industry where he had worked at the top levels for over 50 years without even giving him a Lifetime Achievement Award. And now you see Joe and Jill Biden's numbers, they're going to creep up. He's worried about his own legacy now, and his legacy can't be her. His legacy has to be what he does in these last couple moments, working with the governors of North Carolina, Georgia, and Florida, for example, through these hurricanes, going out and doing his own press conferences, making sure people know the achievements he thinks he's made. She can't be his achievement, because if she doesn't win, people are going to look back and say, told you so. He's the guy who beat Trump, so he could have again. And I think, as I said on June 27th, we're all sitting around talking about that debate. I really think there were Democrats like Gavin Newsom, Gretchen Whitmer, and others who thought she can't beat Trump. So let's just make her the sacrificial lamb, put somebody else on her ticket, and wait till 2028. Look, the last time we saw Kamala Harris's presidential campaign staff was 2019. They're long disbanded. She thought it was smart to say to all the Biden people, I'm keeping you. You can all keep your jobs. They stayed in Wilmington. It's very weird. And when you do that and you add a couple of Obama advisors, you bring your own Kamala team, there's going to be some hurt feelings. I'm not sure that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden speak that often. We know Jill Biden has a big problem with her since she basically called her husband a racist in that debate. So when you have to manage the staff and you're not managing the voters' or expectations or the presidential schedule, things like this happen, and people feel she may lose, so they're pre-gaming that.
It's also a storyline that the media loves to follow.
They love to follow.
If there's tension, there is. Like, I know that Jill Biden is going to go out on the campaign trail today or this week or something, but it's when it's juicy, it's going to make the news.
Well, we're used to it being about Trump and palace intrigue, so we're glad it's somewhere else. That's for sure.
Great to see you, and that op-ed's wonderful. Everyone check it out.
Thank you so much. Thank you.